Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have Trace McSorley from Monday Night Football, the best football game of the year. Do a little cleanup on that. It was awesome. Tons of storylines. Great football game. Exciting and a terrible, terrible beat. Well, not actually that terrible. We can explain that. We have Giannis signing for a ton of money, $228 million, staying in Milwaukee. Hot seat, cool throne. We have a social media account manager. How do we say that?
Social media account. Yeah, manager. From Maryland, who actually gave us behind the scenes of what it's like to post horrific football scores against his team. There were like 2 years when everyone was calling them ninjas. You're always like a social media ninja.
That's about as lame as you get.
Yeah, had a real hot run.
And then we have FAQs, holiday FAQs. Pack show for you. We're brought to you by our friends at the Cash App. Pardon My Take is always brought to you by the Cash App. Not only is it the easiest place to send money to your friends, it's the safest. Especially now that no one is using cash anymore. It's never been safer to send and receive cash because of our friends at the Cash App. And, of course, when you download the Cash App and you enter the referral code BARSTOOL, you get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA, all by just downloading it. Also, the Cash App is going to be on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, all in the new year. We're going to be doing a lot more streams with them. You can't get free money if you don't download the Cash App. Everyone's got the Cash App these days. You can buy stocks with it. You can do everything with the Cash App. It links directly to your bank account. The Cash App is the best. It is our presenting sponsor. It is our studio name. We are in the Cash App studio. So go download it right now. Use code BARSTOOL. Download the Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today and get involved with our friends from the Cash App. Okay, let's go.
And a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing. And then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. And then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code BARSTOOL. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Wednesday, December 16th, and Lamar Jackson had diarrhea.
Yes, we're just going to run with that. I'm going to run with that. Because
run.
I choose. Oh, let's get all those out of the way first. Hey, Big Cat, did you hear that Lamar was about to drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl?
Oh, that's good. Did you hear that at the end of the game? Wait, no. Did the Browns or the Ravens went for that final deuce?
Oh, they went for two.
They got that. Well, they got that final deuce to cover the spread too.
Big Cat, did you hear that Lamar was running through the bowels of the stadium?
Dude, it was so bad on Twitter, and also
it was so good though.
It was so good. It was so bad all at the same time. It's also very funny that I kind of wish we had a job in TV for those moments, because if you just make just the most subtle joke, everyone will be like, holy shit, dude, that was awesome, the poop joke. And I'll laugh at it. I'm not saying I'm above that, please.
If you saw the shots that they did at the three-man booth, it was Greasy, it was Steve Levy, and it was Louis Riddick. And Steve Levy had, no pun intended, the biggest shit-eating grin on his face because he knew what was going on. Yes. He knew what the conversation was, and he knew that he couldn't say it, much like the JPP hand stuff when he knows that he can't say that.
Yep.
He was just sitting there smiling and letting the other two guys talk, and he was looking at the camera like, Lamar right now is shitting. I want to say it. You want to hear it.
Everyone thinks it.
Everyone's thinking about it. I was shitting. I was upset because I had to go take a crap. I left my phone out on the couch. I come back. Lamar's missing game time. I had cramps during the game. Lamar's missing game time. I had just missed the fact that Lamar was taking a poop while I was taking a poop.
Yep.
So I understand how it must have been for him. My big question is, why didn't Lamar just stay in the game and have diarrhea in his pants?
He should have done that. Because maybe he probably had cramps and he's probably telling the truth.
It would make him way less likely to get tackled if he had just big stain, Myles Garrett's hitting him over the head with his own diaper.
Wait, did Myles Garrett come back in the game? He got hurt.
His elbow got rolled up on.
His
I don't know.
elbow got fucked
I mean,
up.
with all the shit that was going on, and then
It was chaos. And the loser of the entire night, because we'll talk about the game in a second. The loser of the entire night isn't even the Browns. It's the fact that Paul Pierce's entire legacy is just anytime someone might go to the bathroom during a game. Guy won a title, tons of all-star games, and he was trending. And then Lamar even said, I didn't pull a Paul Pierce. I actually had cramps.
Yeah.
So I do imagine Paul Pierce just minding his own business, trying to watch football, and then all of a sudden he's trending.
he's
It's like,
trending on
God
Twitter.
damn it.
He probably knows
The
that when
poop
he
again.
trends,
Yeah.
it's either somebody got stabbed or somebody had diarrhea during a game.
Right.
And everyone's getting their jokes off on Paul Pierce.
So the actual game was phenomenal. The Browns, I hate to do this again because we talked about it on Sunday with what game do we say both teams won? Oh, the Dolphins, the Chiefs. That kind of was a both teams win game because the Ravens needed the win, obviously, to get into the playoffs. They have to kind of win out here. But the Browns, when they're down 14 in the second half, and again they're down with like 2 minutes left, those are Browns times to just be the Browns. You know what I mean? Even the 2-point conversion that tipped off of, I think, Kareem Hunt's hands and went into Donovan Peoples-Jones' hands, like, those are Browns moments that don't go their way. And yeah, they lost, but you lost to Justin Tucker being a fucking monster and being able to kick it from anywhere. The Browns were impressive in that game. Baker looked good, composed, like he had a bad interception, bounced back from it. I don't know. I like what the Browns do. I think Stefanski's an awesome, awesome head coach. The only thing you could fault him with is they scored too quick. And I do believe in that.
Yeah.
They scored too quick to end the game, especially with a kicker like Justin Tucker on the other side.
So the only reason that it's not also a win for the Browns is that the entire city of Cleveland's mind goes to looking at the rest of their schedule right after the game's over.
Right.
Because now doubt has crept in, like a little bit of doubt, but that's all it takes for a Browns
Jeff
fan.
D-Lo, and the D stands for doubt.
Doubt, yeah, brutal is what I'm sure Jeff D-Lo just kept repeating to himself. Brutal loss, brutal, absolutely brutal loss. But your mind does go to a bad place if you're in this situation, right? Your record right now is 9-3, and when you see 9-3, you're like, we're an awesome team, and the Browns are a fun team. Those Browns from last week can win the Super Bowl. The Browns from parts of the second half last night could win the Super Bowl. The Browns at the very end of the game not going to be able to win the Super Bowl. But your mind goes to the place like we've suffered through every other kind of heartbreak. This would be like the season-long equivalent of the fumble. And they have to win 2 games, right, to get in?
No, they could win 1 and get in.
Maybe, but they need some help if that were to happen.
They could win 1 and get in, and they do have the Jets.
They've got the Jets. We'll pencil that in.
That's pretty much 10 wins. They have 10 wins.
And then maybe the Steelers in Week 17 aren't playing Ben. Maybe they beat the Browns next weekend. But that's why it doesn't feel like a double win. Because if you're a Browns fan, you think like this has happened before. We might be fucked. I still think the Browns are going to make the playoffs. I wouldn't be too concerned. But it's definitely a possibility right now.
Remember, the Dolphins, too, have a pretty tough schedule coming up because I think they played the Patriots, the Raiders, and the Bills. So there's going to be I don't think the other 9-6 teams, or sorry, 9-4 teams are all going to run the table here. You know what I mean? So like that would be you kind of. If you can beat the Jets and then win one of those other 2 games, you'll be okay.
You'll be set. Yeah, but that's where their mind goes. And I understand it because it's happened to them before.
Absolutely.
I also thought it was pretty sweet when at the end of the first half, they threw that Hail Mary. And Baker he did the coolest thing ever. He knew he was on TV. He knew America was watching him. He just starts pointing downfield. He's like, go deep. He's saying like, go deep 3 times.
Dude, he threw it 70 yards.
Pocket. Then he just threw it out of the end zone just to be like, what's up?
He's got a hose.
I got a hose out here.
He's got an absolute hose. And then the Browns, I agree with you. The doubt creeps in a little bit here. Their defense is not good, but their offense, like you wanted Baker to have a game where he bounces back from that bad interception, primetime game. Ravens have a good defense, all those things. The Ravens survive. Lamar Jackson still misses throws that he should make, but he also is, when he gets hot, he's a playmaker pretty much like unlike anyone else except Mahomes. You know, he that play he had where he comes back in 4th down and throws it deep. The play at the end of, was it the first half, when he scrambles and throws it deep and they score at the end of the first half. Like, he makes plays that very few guys can make. He also misses a lot of guys. Also, Hollywood Brown drops everything. So I think if you're the Ravens, you're like, hey, we can get hot here down the stretch, and if we can get a little mojo, we're going to be back in this picture, because other than it's the Chiefs, and then everyone else is kind of in that good category.
The Bills, remember? We moved the Bills up to elite.
And then everyone else is good.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, anyone could do this.
Yeah, with Lamar, you can't just evaluate him as like a passer, just like a traditional passer, because he's made into a better passer when he's running the ball. And when the ball's in his hands, he changes the way that defenses play him. So he's able to engineer easier throws for himself by manipulating the defense, thinking he's going to run.
And he was awesome running the ball last night.
And when he's awesome at running the ball, it makes his passing a lot better.
And guess what? Like, I've been hard on the Ravens. I still think they're frauds, but what I've always said is I want to see Lamar come back late, and he did that last night.
Yeah.
So you have to give them credit for that. You can't be a hater when that happens. Both Baker and Lamar had some bad throws, but they also made some big-time plays, and it was an awesome Monday Night Football game.
Dude,
we were due for one of those.
Last night's game was life-affirming. It was the reason why we watch sports. Mm-hmm. I texted Big Cat after the game. I was like, "Can I request?
Yeah.
Can I request a post game? I feel bad for people.
Asking me.
I feel bad for people who don't watch sports tweets."
Mm-hmm.
And it was
like 20 minutes later. I was like, "Oh shit, that was for me."
There was one moment in particular that it's going to be seared into my brain, because it was as all the Lamar shit was going on. It was as Baker was driving down the field. It's like the Browns fans were awesome. There were people wearing full mascot costumes of giant fuzzy dogs high-fiving each other. The Browns go down and score. The Ravens are stuck in quarterback purgatory. One of them's in the bowels of the stadium. Then the Browns go back and score on a pass to Kareem Hunt. And then they cut to the pylon cam as Kareem Hunt's extending the ball into the camera of the pylon cam. Mm-hmm. And I was like, there's no better sport in the world. Yeah. There's no better television in the world than to be sitting here watching Monday Night Football.
And on top of all of that, obviously it isn't a packed house, but there was enough weird Browns fans to give us some laughs. We had the Browns and Ravens fans jawing at each other. We had the pumpkin head. We had the sad dog face. Like
dog face as it was drinking a somber beer.
Yeah, like there was enough of the crowd shots and Cleveland charm that gave us the full experience. It was just a beautiful night. It was a great night. And the only thing I'm going to say, and this is a big time trigger warning for all Browns fans. I make this analogy often, but it is like watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and the dog's in the backyard, and he's barking, and he's going crazy, and you look out in your backyard, and you're like, shut up, Fido, why are you barking? And then you go back inside and just, like, live your life. Little did you know, the boogeyman, the alien, the disaster was coming, and that was why the dog was barking. I'm that dog. You got to get rid of Cody Parkey right now. Cody Parkey will fuck you in the face if the Browns make the playoffs. There is no surer bet in the entire world than Cody Parkey doing this to the Browns. I said it when Cody Parkey double doinked. You can go back and listen to the show we did on that Friday, and I was like, I'm nervous about Cody Parkey. I think he's going to fuck us because he did it all year. He's doing it again all year. Cody Parkey will miss a big kick in a playoff game for the Browns, and the Browns will have no one to blame but themselves because everyone has alerted you. Everyone has been that dog saying, stop, get rid of him, get anyone else. Do the Vrabel and don't kick.
Yeah.
Just do anything but have Cody Parkey kick in a big moment.
Spin zone, though, for you, it would be better if Cody Parkey got in the game. What if Cody Parkey gets in, hits 3 uprights?
Yes, I want it.
And then everyone forgets the double doink.
And then he
double
goes on
never,
Today's
then
show.
He goes, Good Morning America, Today's show, does a car wash, maybe goes on Maury.
PFT, there's nothing I'm rooting for more. Sorry, Browns.
So just retract that entire last part.
Well, no, I'm rooting for that. I'm rooting for that, but I don't think I can be blamed if it happens because I warned you.
Okay.
So I gave you the warning. I told you it was going to happen, and if it happens, I'll be the happiest man in the world because then everyone will talk about that and not the double doink. But I told you that this was coming and that you better be ready for it, and the Browns are just going head first into a disaster, and they have no one to blame but themselves.
And then there was the ending of the game, the safety that they took to end the game. Jarvis Landry took it. They need to figure out a way to run that play more efficiently because most teams, when they try to run the toss-back play at the end of a game, They just keep going backwards and backwards.
Right.
The trick is you gotta find a seam, cut, and then have some guy that's always behind you that you throw back to, and that's how you open up the game a little bit.
Oh, yeah, very easy to do.
No, it's impossible to run, but they just catch the ball and then run backwards and then try to keep throwing it
They
backwards.
just kind of give up.
Yeah, maybe at some point you can just punt the ball. Can you punt the ball on that?
You can't punt the ball on that.
You should try.
It was so I had the Ravens -3. I was very, very happy. I don't think it's considered like the worst beat ever if you had the Browns, only because you went from a push to a loss. You have to go from a win to a loss for it to be true. It's bad. It's horrific. You thought you were getting away with a push. Don't get me wrong, it's bad. But like worst beat ever category has to be that you're winning the bet and then all of a sudden you're losing it, not push. Because like I was ecstatic. I was very, very happy. That was lucky for me, extremely lucky. The gambling gods will be coming for my ass. But I also like push to a win, push to a loss. It feels different than when it shifts all the way.
And depending on how much money you had on it, if you had like a unit on it, it's not even that bad because that's a story that you can tell.
Right.
So, like you were on the receiving end
Right.
of that play. I'd rather lose on that play than be like, oh man, I can't believe I had the under in Raiders Colts. Mm-hmm. Man, that was a shitty. Like, who cares about that?
Stories.
It's a normal game.
They're stories.
This is a great story you can tell. I took the Browns to cover on that Monday Night Football game where Lamar Jackson spent half the time getting rid of the Chipotle that was in his anus.
Yep, pooping himself. All right, we have Trace McSorley on. What do you say?
One thing about the game. What are we forgetting?
What
one thing?
Scorigami.
Yes.
There's a Scorigami.
Yes,
Gotta
Jake.
give love to the nerds.
So happy
Jake
for
loves
you, Jake.
Scorigami.
I was so happy for you. You were the real winner.
What did the New York Times Scorigami bot say the percentages of Scorigami happening would be?
I don't know, but this was the 1,061st unique score.
There is something so unique and thrilling about the post, like after the zeros, safety or touchdown, where that moment where you're like, are they going to count it? Because they actually had that moment where they didn't put it up on the scoreboard.
And Levy said 45-42 first.
Yeah,
and
and
then
we
he
all were
corrected
like,
himself.
wait, they have, because part of you thinks like they could just walk off and just let it just go and be 45-42, and that's a heart-stopping moment, unbelievable moment. And if you missed the whole game, well, here's the recap. Lamar Jackson proved why he was named MVP of the league last year. He came out of the locker room after being injured, went on a game-winning drive, and put his team in a position to win. Justin Tucker hit the field goal to seal the win. That's Magic Johnson's recap.
Okay, good recap. Thank you, Magic.
I think
Johnson,
he's parodying himself.
He's
now.
a blogger now.
That was
he logs in and he writes a blog about what happened last night in sports.
Justin Tucker hit the field goal to seal the win is the most boring way to describe an awesome play.
By the way, I call bullshit on 1,061 different scores. How's that possible? There aren't that many
Follow
numbers.
the Scorigami account.
There aren't that many numbers,
He just
Jake.
sunned you there. What are you going to say, Billy? You know math?
No,
Bill, we're being positive vibes for Billy.
It is 5 p.m. No.
You'll understand that later on in the show.
Possible scores that have happened.
Yes, I'm aware how it works. I'm just
Be
saying.
nice, PFT.
I'm just saying my brain says, okay, teams can score in between 1 and 100 points on one side and then 1 and 100 points on another.
Correct.
That should only be 200 different scores.
And really, it's only like 15 scores. It's like 14, 10.
Yeah, 17, 20.
24.
They're not football numbers. So
Right.
I dispute those facts.
Yeah, that actually is totally made up. What if Scorigami was a fraud this whole time? Like, who would actually check it?
No one.
I would be hurt, but
You
I would
would-
move on.
You would be
You
bummed.
live in a house of cards, house of lies.
We've discussed this offline, off the show, but it is kind of participation trophy culture that some sports books are giving money to people that
I hate
lost
that.
their bets.
I hate that.
Participation trophy culture.
But yeah, no. Barstool Sportsbook will not do that. I've actually had that conversation with Dave. Because then it's just every time you lose, you're like, "Where's my free money?" No, you want the scars. The scars are what make it fun. Being able to say that you lost that bet makes it fun. Not like, "Oh, I lost that bet, but also I got free money back."
Mm-hmm.
Come on. It's all just for what? A Ravel tweet. By the way, Ravel pretending that like he's not going to hedge his bet that of Ohio State minus 20. It's like, bro, you have to put down like $100,000. Whatever. I'm not even going to get mad. Not going to get mad. Haven't thought about this. Not going to get mad. Okay. Giannis got paid.
Back. Five 5 years, $226 million.
Yes, 228.
228.
228.2.
Who's counting?
228.2. I think this is actually great for the league.
Ooh, you're great for the league guy.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
Absolutely. If you can, you can't win these arguments because Twitter is just so knee jerk. But if you have ever criticized hyper teams and then you criticize Giannis for staying in Milwaukee,
hyper teams.
super teams, I was thinking of hyperdrive, super teams, and then you criticize Giannis for staying in Milwaukee, you're a hypocrite.
I think
that's why I said hyper, because I was getting to hypocrite.
Yeah, I think it's great for Milwaukee.
Yeah,
if I'm a Bucks fan, obviously, like I'm going to be pumped about this. But I don't think that Giannis is the type of guy that will pull a James Harden like 3 years from now.
Oh, I think he might.
3 years from now, if they're not winning,
yeah,
you think he's just going to be like, I'm leaving?
Yeah, because
I don't think
you
he
take
is.
the money and then you worry about the rest later.
Couple first-round exits.
Yes,
he's gone.
Yes. That will change a man.
I think Giannis is happy in Milwaukee. I think we need to applaud players like Giannis.
No, I am. I'm applauding him, but let's just be realistic here. He still has an out because it's the NBA, and any player can say I want out at any time. But you have to take him taking the money is good for Milwaukee right now. It's good for Giannis. It's a win-win in that respect. It's a win for the league because you have a little bit more parity. You have the small market teams, like teams drafting a superstar and be able to hold on to him is important for the league. I really believe that. But with all that said, if they get bounced like 4 years in a row, he'll be like, yeah, I'm out.
What do you think Giannis is going to buy? And we know his name's Giannis, but we call him Giannis. What do you think he's going to buy with all that money? That seems like a shitload of money for a guy. Like, he just got introduced to smoothies 2 years ago.
Yeah, the problem is he lives in Milwaukee, so he could go to Cruisin' Chubby's a lot. He could buy Cruisin' Chubby's.
He go to the Dales, right?
Yeah, he can go the Dells.
The Dells.
The Dales, I like the Dales.
Yeah, the Dales. He could eat a shitload of Bubba Burgers.
Yeah. He could
a lot of Bloody Marys.
He could probably buy the entire pack, all the shares, right?
Yeah,
He
buy
just
the entire
collect them from every basement in Wisconsin.
Invent a new Bloody Mary at Sobelman's that has €1 in it. Mm-hmm. You know what he should do? Just turn like
Culver's.
The entire
just buy a shitload of Culver's.
The entire coast of Milwaukee, turn it into the Mediterranean. Just buy like 50 yachts
and a new sun.
Yeah,
that just sits on top of it.
Yeah, build a sun.
Build
in
a
Milwaukee.
sun.
Pay for the brightest light bulb to ever be invented.
Yes, I do appreciate Twitter being like, if I were in the NBA, I would play for like $5 million just and get rings.
Yeah,
and the idea that Giannis, I think he could have made 180-ish if he had went somewhere else. Instead, he's making 228, being like, dude, what do you need that extra $50 million for? It's like, well, that's a lot of money, and that's. Like, this is a guy who went from nothing to having wealth for his family for generations. That's pretty fucking cool.
He also strikes me as a guy that appreciates the fact that the Bucks, they didn't, he wasn't the first overall pick. They invested time into him, and they worked with him because they saw something in his future, tried to develop into a great player. And obviously, like, Giannis was probably going to become a great player anyways, but I feel like he's got a little bit of loyalty to the team because they went through that time together where he wasn't a superstar.
Yep.
And so, it's good. I was going to say it's good for Milwaukee, but I like you being a good for the league guy.
Yeah, no, it's good for the league. I truly do believe that because you don't want – we don't want 4 teams to have all the best players. It is nice to have small market teams compete because otherwise it just becomes like, okay, the Heat and the – Lakers and the Knicks and the Nets are going to play every single year. I don't know. It's good for the league. I'm in for it.
Me too.
And good. Happy for Giannis. Happy for Milwaukee. I don't like the Bucks, but I'm happy for. I know fans. I'm friends with fans of the Bucks, and they have been stressed for a long time about this. They have been dealing with the jokes, with the conversations. We've said this before, but the idea that the NBA has become a league where you talk more about the off season than the real season, where it's not Giannis is about to win an MVP, it's where is Giannis going to go? That sucks if you're a Bucks fan. So to have that pressure kind of released for a little bit is probably nice.
I'm just glad that we don't have to endure 8 months of teams putting up these weird transactions, fans of teams going to the trade machine, and being like, who says no to this? Like shipping the entire Phoenix Suns,
right?
And doing so, like working out the sign and trade
17
with all
players
these
for Giannis.
weird contracts. I'm just excited we don't have to deal with any of that. So yeah, he's going to stay in Milwaukee. And he's going to lose to the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, and they'll start basically letting him shoot threes in the playoffs, and and blocking him from going to the rim, and the Bucks will get bounced.
I like this. Their general manager John Horst said, "This is our Super Bowl. We work every day of every year to have great processes and decision-making filters. We go through them, and there's confidence in that. So this is their Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks for winning the Super Bowl."
And just one last note, just a reminder that every single team scouted Giannis except the Knicks. They're the only team that didn't go to Greece. It's so fucking funny. All right, let's do Hot Seat, Cool Throne. Then we got Trace McSorley and the former Maryland social media manager talking some funny anecdotes about tweeting blowout scores. Before we get to Hot Seat, Cool Throne, Jimmy John's. Right now, Jimmy John's get $5 off your order of $20 or more. Just use promo code PMT at jimmyjohns.com or with the Jimmy John's app through December 20th, 2020. See jimmyjohns.com for additional terms and conditions. Use that promo code PMT. You get that $5 off. You can order online. You want yourself an extra sub, or maybe your girlfriend or boyfriend or best friend or work friend or friend of a friend needs it. There you go. Or, like I said, just yourself. Yourself. 2 subs. I go with the Italian nightclub with Jimmy Peppers on French bread, and then you can throw in a beach club on sliced wheat. So you got 2 sandwiches ready to go. You also can get their great chips, their great cookies, drink, everything at Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is the best lunch there is. If you're sitting right now at work, you're listening to this podcast, or maybe you're driving into work, there's no better feeling than getting your lunch figured out right away. Like, oh, today I'm having this. Well, guess what? Today you're having Jimmy John's, and you're putting in the promo code PMT, and you're getting $5 off any order of $20 or more. It's that easy. It's that simple. And Jimmy John's shows up freaky fast and freaky fresh. Fresh sliced veggies, fresh sliced meat, fresh baked bread all day long. Jimmy John's, Jimmy John's, Jimmy John's. Go to their app or go to jimmyjohns.com. and use that promo code PMT. You get $5 off any order of $20 or more. Jimmy John's, Jimmy John's, Jimmy John's. We love them. Do it. There's your lunch. On us, Hank, Hot Seat, Cool Throne.
My hot seat is LeVar Ball.
What happened?
LiAngelo got cut.
No.
He
one
Along with
day
Anthony
in.
Lamb. He stole all the headlines.
Oh, wow.
All the headlines were LiAngelo Ball and 2 other players. Disrespectful.
That sucks.
Wait, who else?
Anthony Lamb on the Pistons. He's one of the 2 players.
That's your
There's
boy.
not respecting the Catamounts.
He'll find his way back. Lamar.
Will he?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
for sure. LeVar called the Pistons a raggedy as hell franchise. Mm-hmm. So he had his like week where he had all 3 sons in the NBA. So I guess he can say he's a man of his word.
He was proven correct.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be able to call that shot and actually have it work out, I gained respect for LeVar Ball this offseason.
How can you not?
Yeah.
The odds of that happening are very, 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 very low, and he called it, and it happened.
Making fun of him getting cut is a little baller move.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Big
us.
time little baller energy.
Then my cool throne is Coach K. So he's been getting a lot of heat on these airwaves especially, and just all over the world.
Deserved.
But the coach that came out and criticized him, the Alabama coach, he apologized. Jeff
'cause
Capel, who's just another
Coach K
coach,
probably tried to have him killed.
who's just a Pittsburgh coach, so just a coach in another conference. That doesn't matter.
Breaking news.
It's just not Jake's trying to break insignificant
Duke
moves.
star freshman Jalen Johnson out indefinitely with a foot injury, according to John Rothstein 9 seconds ago.
That has nothing to do with my cool throne.
Wow.
Nice little, let's get all our best guys injured so we'd be like, well, we dealt with injuries.
Yeah, maybe Coach K should have changed his shoe contracts after Zion, huh?
You know who hasn't complained? And their team sucks? Cal. Kentucky is terrible.
Coach K has not complained.
Cal has not complained.
Neither has Coach K.
Yes,
he just
he
cares
has.
about the safety
He
of
wants
his
to
players.
cancel the season.
Jeff Capel, who's just another coach.
Bagman.
No, he's just another coach in the league. So
Where did
just
he go to school?
showing respect for the coach. I don't know. He said, for me, I get really upset by it because how much I care about him. The one coach in particular that made a comment, it was interesting because I know exactly what Coach did for him. I know it because I was the one that helped facilitate it. It's disappointing.
He helped facilitate what?
yeah.
Him getting a job.
No, that's
So
classic.
he got a job.
classic
Coach K got this guy a job as an assistant for Hurley at Buffalo.
Yep.
And then this guy came in, tried to talk shit about Coach K. He apologized.
That
He-
is-
he,
Yep.
That is Jeff
Coach K was
Capel.
proven right once
very,
again.
very clearly giving
Threatening.
a wink and a nod.
Yep.
It'd be a real shame if all the
Yep.
secrets about this guy were to come out.
Yep.
A real shame.
He
No, about-
threatened him. He threatened Nate Oates in public.
Yeah.
He was
No.
like, I know where Nate Oates came from. I know how he got his job. God forbid someone started talking about the things
That's-
that are in Nate Oates' closet.
That's Donald Trump saying, "Be careful, Ted Cruz, or I will spill the beans about your wife."
put some
And your
respect, he
dad
said, put
killing
some respect
JFK.
on Coach K's name, and that's exactly what he did. So Coach K is back.
And also Jeff
Cool
Capel,
throne.
translation, I still would love to have the Duke job after I'm done at Pitt.
Oh, 1,000,000%. This is him making sure that he's in line for
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, I still
are
love you.
haters.
Let me kiss that ass.
Real
Let me kiss
shame
that
if
tuchus.
Oates were to find a horse head in his bed. Mm-hmm. Is that it, Hank?
Coach K is
That's
threatening people.
That's
with
the Coach
threatening
K
people's
standing
lives.
marathon presented by Henry Lockwood.
No, I'm just trying to defend, one of the greatest coaches of all time on the number one sports podcast. He deserves that respect.
My hot seat is all the haters of Roger Goodell. All the haters that think that Roger Goodell is a bad human being
He is.
who doesn't do the right thing
He doesn't.
all the time. Because I think that we should say thank you. I think we should be appreciative of Roger Goodell for saving lives, probably thousands of lives.
Doubtful.
By not having NFL employees skip the line to get the coronavirus vaccinations first. I don't know if you've noticed this, but it was mentioned like 5 times over the weekend. It was on ESPN a couple times. It was on Monday Night Football. The announcers saying Goodell has made the announcement that he will not have his employees go to the front of the line as essential service workers to get the coronavirus.
We've got
So-
it figured out that we're just pretend it doesn't exist.
so
we're good.
So thank you to Roger Goodell. No, I just think that it's funny that he had to issue a release
Yes.
saying we're not going to take spots in the vaccination line
Mm-hmm.
away from people that need the disease, even though we are the NFL and we're more important than everybody else in the world.
Is it crazy that I actually, so people are going to get mad if the NBA or the NHL cuts the line, right? Obviously, they'll get mad.
Yeah.
But I actually don't think that that's that bad. Like, hospital workers 100% need it first.
Bills fans.
Bills fans and hospital workers need it first. But if your goal is to get people to sit inside and not go out, being like, let's make sure sports happen, is kind of a decent way to do it, right?
So like the back end admin at Pornhub, that guy should get it too.
Yeah, I do
people
think
inside.
that if you want to think about
Pornhub's
it
actually
correctly,
on the hot seat. I forgot about that.
Oh, they
what
are,
they did
yeah.
is criminal.
Well,
I meant to say
actually,
you jizz.
they're trying to save against criminals, Hank.
Oh wait, you're saying they're on the hot seat because they deleted all that porn?
Yeah.
Hank doesn't know why they do
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't at all.
So you want to take that back before we tell you?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like human trafficking.
Yeah. Revenge porn
Recording people who are under the influence.
are under certain ages.
They basically let anybody upload anything,
Right. So
like
do you
YouTube,
want to take that back?
and they didn't have much
Jeff
verification.
Bagwell.
So there was federal crimes that were on there that got deleted.
As opposed to OnlyFans, which actually takes a long time to get an account
We know that.
where they verify.
So
who
Hank,
you
are you? Hank's still mulling it over.
Yeah.
He still might be.
Think about
he's
it.
still kind of
No,
into
yeah,
that.
no.
This is why I only watch MILF
This is Al,
stuff.
I guess.
If you only watch MILF stuff, then you're never going to be putting yourself in danger accidentally
Yes.
doing the wrong thing. My cool throne is outside beers. Outdoor beers. It's outdoor beer season. It's about to...
Wrong.
What? What's that?
It's cold out.
That's if you'll let me finish, Hank. When it's snowing outside, when it's cold outside, you don't have to take up space in your refrigerator. You leave the beers outside. It's God's refrigerator. You crack open a beer directly from your porch, and it tastes colder than it does in the fridge. So it's the best season of all, especially if there's snow, and you can bury them halfway, and you can see where they fell into the snow. So even though it snowed a little bit more on top of the beers, you go outside, you see the indentation, and you know exactly where to reach in to grab a cold one. Those are the best beers in the world.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, there you go. All right, my hot seat is
Holy shit.
What?
FSU, Florida State, put up a banner. Our guy
I
Reeves
saw
just
that.
put this up.
Was that real?
FSU hung a 2020 canceled with the number 4 final ranking banner.
The Colts are now off the hook.
Yeah.
The Colts are off the
Cool
hook for
throwing
their.
Colts.
Wow. I thought that was fake.
Wait.
I thought that was fake.
No, it's in the video.
Jesus Christ. Come on, FSU. Have some pride. Have some pride. All right, my hot seat is, he deleted it. Did you see Ray Lewis last night? So Ray Lewis last night, LeBron was like, "Look at these Browns, here they come." Ray Lewis quote tweeted him and said, "Be careful," to LeBron.
Oh God!
And everyone roasted him. And I guess he deleted it, but my hot seat is LeBron because Ray Lewis tweeted at him, "Be careful."
Jesus, that can you imagine? Like,
how stupid is Ray Lewis?
Him and OJ are the guys I'd least like to get quote tweeted by.
Be careful. That's all he said to LeBron.
You know what would be more scary than that? If it was just the eyeballs.
Yeah, and the knife.
Knife emoji.
Yeah, that would be pretty scary. But yeah, Ray Lewis, be careful. All right, then my cool throne is us. We're on the cool throne.
Sweet.
Because we have been protected by our good, great intern and friend, Billy Football. He protects us. What? You protect us.
Thank you, Billy.
Last night we were texting, the PMT text chain was popping off, and I asked Billy a question. He screenshotted it and sent it back to us, and we noticed that all of our names were saved as female names. What was mine? Daniela Canis?
Well,
Daniela Canis.
Well, you'll have to change them.
Hank was Henrietta.
You were
something.
Lori Levy.
I was
Lauren Levi.
Lauren Levi.
What was Jake and Liam?
So Hank's Henrietta Lockwood Keystone. Because lock, key.
Okay,
that's
nice.
I
like this.
never would have cracked
Everyone
that
just
code.
paused for a second. This is inside the mind of a genius.
Lauren Levi's Marlon's Woman.
Okay, what about me, Daniel?
And then Daniela Canis is Daniela Canis.
K9.
Latin name for dog.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wide dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what about Jake and Liam?
I think I just have them in as their names.
All right, so
you also have the group name as
well, that was the thing. So I was appreciative that you protecting us because essentially you're saying if your phone gets stolen, you don't want people calling us.
Right.
But Hank did point out right away the group name that all these names are in is PMT Full Group.
Right, but I didn't create that.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what it is on your phone too, and on my phone.
But if someone took his phone,
they would be able to crack the code.
This was more for when I was in college and like in the real world.
Well, that's because remember when we gave you our phone numbers and like it took you like 3 weeks of college to FaceTime us all at 2 a.m?
That was one time, and it didn't actually happen.
Oh, when you tweet out my phone number?
Oh, it happened.
I didn't FaceTime any of you.
You FaceTime me at 2 a.m. Your first week of college. Fact.
Anyway.
But I do appreciate it, Billy.
Billy, cyber secure.
Yes, I appreciated that. I thought it was very cool of you. So thank you. Cool throwing us.
I think you need to add that slide to your cybersecurity PowerPoint.
Yeah,
I just imagined some hacker being like PMT Full Group and then being like Daniela Canis. No, that can't be.
Who is Henrietta?
Yeah, this is some other. This is some group of chicks. All right, Billy.
Hot seat. Obviously, Conor McGregor. I mean,
why?
Jake Paul called him out, said some really mean things about him and Dana White. And, so Jake Paul, like, calling people out, doing drive-bys on people. It's
toilet paper
drive-by.
Toilet paper
He threw
drive-by.
a head of lettuce at somebody.
Well, he threw, like, water balloons.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone's mad at him. Nate Diaz threatened Jake Paul. Sort of all just out in the open, getting crazy. Jake Paul called Conor McGregor's wife a 4.
That's fucked
which
up.
is fucked up. Like,
especially if she's actually a 4. I don't know what don't know what she looks like, but
she's very beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Billy, do you or do you not want to fight somebody?
I do. Okay.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Would you fight Conor McGregor?
He's pretty big.
No, Conor McGregor would beat the shit out of him.
Well, you have to be ready to fight the guy that your guy's going to fight. So you can, like, you have to be ready,
figure it
dude.
out. I have an idea. Basically, we need to get into contact with Dana White and Rob Gronkowski.
Okay.
All of Billy's ideas are like, how can I leverage PFT and Big Cat's phone book?
Billy's like the MacGyver of bros. Like, in order to make something happen. Okay, I need a keg of Milwaukee's Best and Dana White and Gronk's phone numbers.
If we
get a Kelsey brother, that would be great too.
Like, legitimately, if we get all these celebrities he's challenging just to be like, yo, dude, shut up and fight Billy. Like,
why
don't fuck with them? I don't know why. Like, to get him to shut up, it would kind of be like the Kent State, like you shit yourself at a frat party.
Right.
You can't say gun girl, just like shut up.
So we need to make up a rumor about Jake Paul.
Yeah. That he's scared to fight me.
He is scared to fight you. That's what I heard.
No,
I heard
that's
that.
not a rumor. That's a fact.
Yeah. He texted
He texted.
Hank.
He texted
Yeah.
Billy and was
Hank,
like, "I'm
have you
scared to
heard
fight
that?
you."
Anyway,
I'll
that's my
tweet it
hot
right
seat.
now. Is it true that Jake Paul's scared to fight Billy?
Anyway, one step closer to me beating his ass because he's a fraud. My cool throne is being stubborn.
Yeah.
There's a treasure hunter who's been imprisoned for going on 5 years because he found a bunch of treasure and will not give up its location.
What's the crime?
I don't know. I think it's because it belongs to technically like the government.
That's bullshit. If it's treasure, it's yours.
Finders keepers.
Yeah,
but
what
I don't
about-
think that's practical law.
It should be. If something is lost for longer than a week, whoever finds it should own it.
So he is going to be spending it for a decade. He took on a case for 161 investors. So basically, he was paid to go find the treasure, found the treasure, and it was probably under the stipulation that he would give them the treasure. And he's just not telling them where the treasure is, and he's trying to keep it for himself.
Oh, this sounds like a kick-ass sequel to that Nicolas Cage.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a
Anyway,
lot.
What's
sounds
that
like a
movie?
sick story.
What's that movie I just saw like a month ago?
Sahara.
No.
No. National Treasure.
Yeah, National
National
Treasure.
There's already a
Treasure,
great
yeah.
sequel for that.
Yeah, which I need to watch.
Steal the Declaration of Independence. Jake, do you have any? Always.
Yeah. Hot seat Periscope. It's being discontinued in March.
What?
Do they have a porn issue too?
Why?
I don't know. Twitter made the decision to.
Oh, it's just Twitter Live?
Yeah, it's going to be Twitter Live.
Oh,
so
so
great
that's-
memories
who
with the Cat
cares?
Cave Derby.
Yeah.
Twitter
yeah.
does. They choose the wrong thing to do and do it more than any company that's ever existed.
This one, though, I kind of understand because what
Maybe not Dow Chemical.
Periscope doesn't, like, Twitter should just have Periscope.
Yes,
It's Twitter
and
Live.
they should have Vine.
Right.
Like what?
Yes.
Twitter looks at their product. Fucking Jack goes on his billionaire retreats once every 6 months and just like waterboards himself with cat piss for 6 weeks, and then he comes back with the worst ideas ever to get rid of their best stuff and then add new stuff no one cares about.
Cool Throne. Nickelodeon. We've been teasing the game
Yes.
all season long, but they gave out some details today. Shout out to my friend Noah. He'll be calling it. The SpongeBob. will
What?
be- yeah, he's calling the game.
Noah
Eagle?
He's
Yeah.
calling it?
Yeah.
On Nickelodeon?
Damn.
Yeah. It's like can partner with CBS.
Damn.
Nice. Big
with
ups.
Nate Burleson.
Big ups.
Yeah. So,
Also, shout out Bob Diacchio for
Yeah.
for like seeing the future.
so we need
He said
slime.
this.
There's gonna be SpongeBob in the uprights because it's yellow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun
Is this-
broadcast.
I wish that this was the only way you could watch it. I don't like that you have an opt-out
it's-
version.
it's Jim Nance is doing the game too.
Yeah,
on CBS.
they should go all in and make every adult watch the Nickelodeon version.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it'll be,
That
it'll
would
be
kick
fun.
ass. They should do Color Rush where it's the red iguanas and the blue barracudas as the
Yep.
teams.
Yep.
That'd be sick.
I really do hope this is the start of like everything that Bob Diacchio like thought was going to happen starts to happen. He's the prophet. So we have the civil conflict. UCF finally recognizes civil conflict. He said, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, I got all kinds of ideas on networks. Let's target 6-year-olds to 16-year-olds. How about that? Eventually they're going to be 18 to 35. Let's broadcast our games on Nickelodeon. Who owns that? Viacom. Let's create some real intrigue. He said that.
Yeah.
He's a fucking genius. He needs to be treated like that.
Yeah, they're having the SpongeBob Sports Pants Countdown Special, and the halftime show will serve as a preview of upcoming SpongeBob spin-off show.
Wow.
I can't wait.
It's going to be
so
fun.
excited.
I'll be watching that broadcast.
I will too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah,
I mean,
have to.
it has to be the worst matchup, right?
I would
Yeah,
assume this could be like
they're going
the-
to find a way to get the Texans in that.
It could be the NFC Beast game.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah.
It could be your team.
I would watch that. I would watch, the Washington football team.
Well, if
Probably-
they're putting Jim Nance on,
Probably gets like the
same
Cardinals
game,
or something.
It could be. I don't know.
What if it's
Regardless, it's a playoff game.
It's
I mean,
not going to be the Bears.
Bears football
We
team?
already figured that out.
No, there is a possibility. It's a very, very, very outside
There's
possibility.
no
No,
possibility.
it's very, very outside. It can happen.
How?
You give me 30 minutes on the playoff machine.
Go ahead.
I'll come back
Do
to
it.
you.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. Find it.
I'm going to find it.
Find it.
I can't do it live.
Do it live.
Do you guys watch Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple? Oh, we had what's his name on? Mike O'Malley over the summer.
Yeah.
Guts.
Yes. Yes. All right, we'll cut us looking it up, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible.
Imagine if they had SpongeBob narrating the game from last night. The poop.
What would it sound like?
Do it. Bill.
Lamar Jackson.
All right, let's go to. We'll keep working on it, but we'll figure it out. We'll tell you the start of Friday's show if it's possible. Here is Trace McSorley.
Before we get to Trace McSorley, I want to talk to you about our great friends at Screwball Whiskey, Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. It's peanut butter whiskey season. I love Screwball. If it's in a little bit of eggnog, it really sets it off. You know what a real treat is, Big Cat?
What?
Having a little morning coffee with just a splash of peanut butter whiskey in it on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, especially if it's cold outside, if it's the holidays, if you're hanging out with your folks, if you're around family, if you're by yourself during your work break and you want a nice way to wake up and greet the day. No better way than adding a little bit of peanut butter whiskey to your coffee. Really sets it off. The holidays are going to look a little different this year, so why not mix up your go-to drink or your go-to cocktail as well? You can try Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey neat on the rocks or in a classic cocktail. You can make a peanut butter old-fashioned. You can make a peanut butter Manhattan. Maybe you can add it into a drink that you're creating on your own. Maybe add it into a splash of Coke. That sounds delicious. Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey is the ultimate duo of two American favorites, American whiskey and peanut butter flavor. The end result is a whiskey that sips different. It hits different. From its warm and welcoming aroma to the deliciously sweet meets savory palate with a light and smooth finish. Screwball tastes amazing all by itself. It's 70 proof, so it's got a lot of flavor, but you can swig it, you can drink it, you can enjoy it neat, you can enjoy it on the rocks, or you can take it as a shot. Everyone's always looking for their new shot that they can take that doesn't burn too much, has a good bit of flavor, but still be alcoholic enough to really get you going. Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey is that liquor. It's 70 proof. You can enjoy it as a shot, or if you're making cocktails, mix in some Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. Whole new experience. If you're feeling frisky, why not pour it over some vanilla ice cream for dessert for the ultimate indulgence? So easy, so awesome. Perfect for date night as well. And you can check them out. Screwball Whiskey, Screwball Spirits LLC, San Diego, California. Whiskey with natural flavors. Please drink responsible. 35% alcohol by volume. We love Screwball. It's the original and most awarded peanut butter whiskey. Now available near you. Pick up Screwball at your local store or get it delivered today. If you're ready to get screwed, go to Screwball Whiskey with a K, SKREWBALL, whiskey.com. For more info, click on Buy Now. And now, Trace McSorley.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. It is Trace McSorley, quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. Coming off Monday Night Football, it was perfect timing. First, let's figure out, how's your knee? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm doing well. We'll figure out kind of the extent of everything, but so far everything's looking pretty positive. So I'm gonna keep our fingers crossed.
So that was a crazy Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
I felt bad for you because you did make a big play to even have the Ravens still alive there, and then you obviously don't know how it plays out on TV. But it was literally Trace McSorley, hurts his knee. He's down. Oh, but Lamar's back. See ya, Trace.
Yeah.
People kind of just moved on. Was the field as bad as they were making it out to be?
I mean, guys were definitely slipping last night. I mean, I know there were a couple of times Lamar slipped a little bit. I think he even changed his cleats at one point. And we got into halftime. They had different cleats for guys in there. So I think, guys are slipping around, but, I mean, it kind of is what it is a little bit.
How much different is it as a quarterback to have to wear the studs, the long ones? Because the announcers were saying how, no quarterback wants to be forced to change out of their normal cleats because they'll make your feet hurt or something like that at the end of the game. For you personally, is it a big deal to change out of their shoes?
Yeah, just having the cleats that you have, they're broken in, and then trying to break in a new pair mid-game, you can bother your feet a little bit. So I left the ones on that I had, so maybe I should have changed them out just for the other cleats. But yeah, I think it's just kind of personal preference, really. If you don't mind breaking in a new pair of cleats in the game, then you probably will switch it. I think it's just each guy has his own different preference.
All right, so you're in the trust tree. Are you wearing a Pardon My Take hoodie? Can I see that?
Yeah. Barstool, the social distancing
club. There we go.
Sick.
Social distancing club. Perfect. All right, so you're in the trust tree. You can speak freely. Tell us the truth. Lamar was pooping.
Nah, he wasn't. It was cramps. He wasn't pooping.
Cramps
what part
of
the body
stomach?
was the intestine cramp?
No, it was he said it was his forearm was cramping, and then that run that everyone saw where it looked like a poop run.
Yeah.
Yep.
locker room, it was like his calf or something was cramping, so he was trying not to like get it to lock up on him.
Great, you're a great backup quarterback.
teammate.
That's a great teammate
Got the
move.
story straight.
That's smart. Trace just winked at us, so
He's
you
a
know
locker
the
room
truth.
guy.
Yep, he's doing a motion like a wiping his butt motion, so he's clear that okay, we got it.
So-
We'll stop talking about it.
I'll ask
All
him-
the hilarious though. Like after the game,
Yes.
seeing all those coming out, like the internet they're all over that. That was so funny.
I don't know what it says about us just as a society or as an online group of people that everybody just assumed like Lamar was back there just crapping his brains out and that's what was happening. But we all just kind of ran with it. Let me ask this in a different way. When you went back to the locker room after your knee got tweaked a little bit, how many candles were lit in the locker room?
Breeze, maybe.
What did the locker room smell like?
See, they do always have candles lit by the stalls, so I can't tell if they were newly lit ones, but they do always got candles lit by the stalls in the locker room.
Interesting.
So last night's game was so much fun. It was probably game of the year in the NFL, and it was also one of those great nights where Twitter was going crazy, everyone was having fun. When you get back after a game like that, maybe a little different because you got hurt last night, but you've been in crazy games. Do you like sit down and take 10 minutes to try to catch up on everything and be like, holy shit, I missed a lot of commentary about this game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Like, you get back, you like get back on the bus and you kind of have that time to decompress a little bit, check out your phone, see what's been going on, scroll through Twitter, Instagram, and catch up on messages. So, I mean, to be able to see like the internet's response to last night's game, obviously, like you said, it was a crazy game, just back and forth, just great football game on Monday night in general, but then seeing the internet's responses to it, it's pretty cool to be able to do that and just kind of see what the internet has to say.
What so backup quarterback, like you've been in a couple games now. What's it like on the sideline being like, I might be in any minute? Is it hard to stay ready during a game? Like, how do you mentally stay in the game knowing there's probably a good chance you're not going to play, but you could, like last night, be thrown into it, Monday Night Football game, national television? Yeah,
I mean, part of it is just, trying to stay mentally locked in. So, like, we got the earpiece, get the call from, like, know what play we're running from our OC, and then trying to do, like, a mental rep every time as best you can, just so, you're staying locked in and staying ready. But, yeah, it does get a little bit difficult at times, and then just trying to stay warm, especially on like a night like last night. It's cold out there, just trying to stay heated up and loose and ready whenever. And then I always like to keep like a smelling salt with me, just kind of if I need to be ready to go, just hit that and then lock in real quick.
I love it. So now you are wearing the backup headset, so you get to hear all the plays coming in. You get to hear, I would assume, Greg Roman and Harbaugh talking about what to do in certain situations. How often do they try to call a punt and then Lamar runs over the sideline and is like, hey, we're not punting. Please send me back out there?
I mean, I don't hear the conversations between them because all I hear is like the player to coach. So whatever he's saying to Lamar, I could hear that. But I mean, I think anytime we go out there, Lamar wants to go score a touchdown. So if it's a short yardage situation, 4th and short, and we're fringe field goal punt range, Lamar's gonna try his best to not let me go for this and go get a touchdown, or at least get us closer for the field goal. So I think that's just his personality, and maybe it's happened a few other times, and they've caught it on camera where he's been able to kind of sway a decision to let us go for it. But Harbaugh likes to be aggressive, and you got a guy like Lamar, you trust him to make the play, and more often than not, it's worked out for us.
So in the offseason, they bring in, it's you, RG3, and Lamar. I think it's probably fair to say that like Lamar and RG3 have a skill set that is rare in the NFL, right? They will be able to run the same offense. And then you are a new guy. They bring you in. Was Greg Roman like, hey, we're going to have you learn the exact same offense that these other guys are learning? Or is there a trace package that when you come into the game, it's like, hey, this is what we're going to do?
No, it's hey, this is our offense. This is what we do. And being able to that, I might not be the same skill set as them, athletically, what they can do, but I can still run around, can still do some stuff with my legs and kind of be a threat to the defense. So, we got our offense, and that is what it is. So, and I think that's a good thing that we got, so that we don't have to change our entire offense based on a situation where some guy has to go in because the guy's got cramps, and we're able to go in and not change up our entire offense. We just run the same system.
Yeah, you ran a 4.57 40 at the combine. Did you get asked to work out with the DBs?
Yeah, they did ask me to work out with them. at the
That's
combine.
disrespectful. What did you when they said that? Did you were like, no, I'm a quarterback?
Yeah, they like kind of pulled me aside and they were like, hey, you know, some coaches, scouts want to see you as a DB. Would you mind staying after and, you know, doing some DB drills? And I just told them that, you know, I've been working out as a quarterback and that's what I'm here to do is just be a quarterback, and kind of just told them I appreciate it, but I'm going to be a quarterback.
I like that. How much of your success do you put into your parents having the wherewithal to give you the name Trace, the nickname Trace, even though your given name is Richard? Because the story is your parents were like, we don't want you to be Little Ricky or Richard or Ricky, and they saw Trace Armstrong on TV and were like, we're going to name you Trace. Yeah. So that I do think, I'm a big name guy, I think that has a lot to do with it. Have you had that moment where you're like, if I were Ricky McSorley, I'd probably not be in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely set me on a path. You know, I think being that Trace Armstrong, great football player, and that's kind of where my parents got the name. I think it just set me on a path towards football. And then, you know, Ricky McSorley, Trace McSorley. I think Trace McSorley's got a little bit of better ring to it as a player. So I think that, yeah, you could probably give a little bit of credit to just the fact they picked my name and set me on the path towards football.
Yeah, Trace McSorley is a great name. Now, what about the fact that your name keeps going viral on TikTok? Like you were a TikTok thing. Billy was explaining to us, our intern, he was like, do you guys know who Trace McSorley is? Everybody's talking about him on TikTok. And we're like, yes, Billy, we know who Trace McSorley is. Because
no, it actually
we've watched college football before.
It was worse than that. Billy was like, you didn't know who Trace McSorley was till I brought him up. I was like, dude,
yeah.
I'm a Wisconsin fan. You ripped my heart out in the 2016 Rose Bowl. We were at that game.
That's not true.
And Billy thought he introduced
That's
you
not
to
true.
us.
So how much of
Trace? I've known about you since 2016 when you play. I can't name the game right now because I'm freezing up. But never mind.
Billy's known about you since 2016. He wants to clarify. Thank you, Billy. But when you first started blowing up on TikTok, was it weird for you initially? Were you like, why is this becoming such a thing?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. So like I just got like a TikTok profile and like downloaded the app like not long, like a week ago. So like I hadn't had it. I woke up one morning and like all these people were sending me this video that this kid made with like the song that the dude made when I was in college. And I mean, it just kind of blew up and I started seeing it on like Instagram, Twitter. Like it was all over the place. I didn't know what was going on. So, I mean, it was really weird and random how it kind of all came about.
How does it go, Billy?
Throw it on a dime.
Throw it on a dime. That's
Just a kid from
Briarwood.
Can you say the whole
It's a
thing?
really good song.
It is. Matty Fresh.
Can you say it, Trace?
Can I say it? I've heard it a bunch of times. I'm not a singer though.
Billy, tell him how
Billy,
it goes.
sing it to us.
Yeah, I think Billy's got it.
Yeah.
I have a question.
He just asked you to sing it.
I was just wondering, did you know about the song by Matty Fresh, or like this random guy makes a song, and was it just out of left field, or did you know about it while you were playing at Penn State?
Yeah, I knew about it. He made it like my senior year, going into my senior year. So I was able to they played it. I don't think they ever played it at the stadium, but like I saw it on like social media and like I think the Penn State football, like their social media kind of picked it up a little bit going into my senior year. So I definitely saw it. I knew about it beforehand.
How electric is a whiteout in Happy Valley? Because that is one of the, like when you think about loud crowds, you think about Saturday Night Football, like LSU, Penn State, maybe Columbus. Like there are certain stadiums where you're like, it's just on a different level. Is it like, was it truly a different level? Could you feel how different it was compared to every other stadium you've been in?
Yeah, you definitely could. Like it was a completely different feel from like walking into, like even like walking into the Big House in Michigan. That like they got the big the highest seating capacity, but like it's not the same like electric type energy that you have like with the whiteout. And like I played in a few other stadiums like Columbus, Iowa was another one that was pretty electric playing there. But I still think, obviously I'm biased because I went to Penn State and everything, but I still think that, and from everyone I've talked to, they said that the whiteout's the best atmosphere that they've ever been in. Like it's one of those things that you have to go to it to like actually experience it. Like it looks awesome and sick on TV, but it's like better in person.
Yeah,
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So you were growing up in Ashburn. Were you an R-Words fan growing up? Were you a Washington football team fan?
I was there. I mean, you ran into a lot of guys that, I live 50 minutes from the facility. So like, there'd just be a lot of guys around, and I would see them, kind of around town. So went to like their training camp practices every year as a kid. So I was a Washington football team fan growing up.
Yeah. And then so you
Kind of tough though.
Yeah, you ended up going to Penn State. You went to Vanderbilt, or you committed to Vanderbilt for a while. Who else recruited you out of high school?
So out of high school, most teams recruit me as like a safety defensive back out of high school. The only other like quarterback offers I really had was like Boston College and like Wake Forest, and then Vanderbilt.
We need to set up a showdown between you and Lamar. Have him go up against you at wide receiver, and you cover him as a defensive back, and just make Bill Polian super happy to see things playing out the way that he thought it would.
It's his dream team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely his dream team.
That's exactly how he thought it would have played out.
Yes. What does Big Truz mean? Because we had Mark Ingram on the show, and we know what Truss is, obviously. But you tweeted recently, Truz. What's that?
So like, it's basically just like Lamar started it, and it really like he uses it as like I appreciate you, or like he uses like it's more just a noun, like it's a noun and a verb at the same time.
Levels.
Yeah,
exactly. There's levels to it. So like Mark did the interview where he had the big trust, and that's where it really blew up, introducing Lamar last year, and then it's just kind of taken off. Like I don't know where Lamar got it from, but he like since he came in, apparently like that's been his thing, and he just uses it. So like I tweeted like I think yesterday because like Willie had said something about last night's game or something like that. So like the way I use it was like, hey, appreciate you, bro. Like this is our team, our season. Like it's just kind of like our team's like call, I guess. I don't know. But,
Truz. It's cool. I mean, I don't think I'm cool enough to say it, so it's always cool when I see it though. Is your dad one of the scariest looking dudes in the world?
When he sits out in the sun and he's got, the sun beating on his bald head and the muscles on his popping out, it does. Like he can look a little bit intimidating, but he looks more intimidating than he actually is.
He's like an all-time jawline guy. Because I was looking at tweets I've had of you, and I was like, Trace McSorley's dad is Kelly Slater, and I was like, why did I say that? And then I went and looked for a picture of your dad, and I was like, oh, that's exactly why I said it. Bald head, jawline, just chiseled jawline. I'm scared of your father.
Yeah, he can't hide any of his emotions because his jawline and like a vein that just pumps in his temple.
Yep.
Like gives away immediately.
Yes.
Like he can say he's not pissed off, but like we can all see like the blood pumping through his skull.
Yeah.
And no, like you're upset. Like chill out.
Are you familiar with the Trace McSorley's dad Twitter account? It's @TraceDad.
I'm not familiar with the account, no.
There's one tweet that says, I'm Trace McSorley's dad.
I think that's your dad.
So I think your dad's on Twitter. It's 2017.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like your dad. Something your dad would say.
It adds up.
Very simple, straight to the point.
Yes.
Maybe you can help me out with something, because we were trying to figure this out last week on Part of My Take. There are visor guys that play quarterback, and there are guys that don't wear visors at all. Last night, I don't think Lamar was wearing a visor. You were wearing a visor. And I've always thought, just from a practical standpoint, doesn't that get smudgy? Like, can it make it really, really difficult to see unless you've got somebody that's coming over there cleaning it off almost every 30 seconds?
At times it can. They got like pretty much after every drive, there's like equipment guys going around like spraying them and cleaning them. And I don't know what they spray on it, but I think it works as like it doesn't like let it get fogged up. Because like especially on like a cold night where like you're breathing on the inside of it and like the hot air from your breath gets like fogged up on the inside of it. So it can make it foggy, but they do a good job of keeping them clean. And I feel like after a while, you just kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
And then just like you almost don't even notice that it's there.
Just a heads up, though, we don't think that any quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl wearing a visor.
It's true.
I guess we got to change that then.
Yeah. Okay, be the first.
Take off your visor.
No, I mean, I think we got to win it with the visor.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I'm saying. We need someone to do that.
It does look cooler. Every time someone has a visor, I'm like, when you played Madden or any other video game, you always had the visor, no matter how ridiculous it looked.
No matter what position you play, when you created play, you put the visor on.
Yep.
The reflective one.
Absolutely.
Another bet that maybe you can settle, how big is Patrick Ricard? Is he actually over 300 pounds?
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is definitely over 300 pounds.
And he's like jumping over people, like leapfrogging them?
Yeah, Pat is like people don't give him like credit for how athletic he is. And like, he's a freak athlete, and then like, you see what he does as a fullback, like, just pancaking people every game. Like, he catches them flat, and for some reason, DBs will try and tackle him up high, and he just like runs through them like they're not there. Like, Pat's a freak.
So you were big into lacrosse too in high school. Did Bill Belichick ever try to get you as a wide receiver? Did he have a conversation with you at the combine?
No, I never had a conversation with Belichick about being a wide receiver. But yeah, I did play lacrosse in high school.
He was looking at you, just so you know. He was looking at you for sure.
I mean, he might have been. He doesn't let anyone know what he's thinking about with the draft. So I mean, he's got his mind tricks that everyone wants to know what he's up to. So he could have been.
Yeah.
How much of playing lacrosse was because your name was Trace McSorley and your coach was like, hey, you need to be holding a lacrosse stick?
It wasn't necessarily because of my name. It was because I played baseball, and baseball got boring for me.
Oh.
And I wanted to do something a little more like fast paced.
Too good at it. I like that. Yeah, Trace McSorley from Virginia is going to play lacrosse.
It wasn't the too good aspect. It was I didn't like standing in the outfield and a ball gets hit to me once every couple innings.
What is your favorite game in college? You can't say the 2016 Big Ten championship game.
So that one's off the table. I can't use that one.
Cannot use that one.
I'll go with the 2017 whiteout against Michigan.
Okay. Right. And you guys, what was the final score?
I don't remember the final score. I know we blew them out, though.
But if it wasn't for that one, which one would you say?
2016 Big Ten championship.
Okay, yeah.
100% of the time.
Nah, that game was lame.
Walk us through what happened at halftime
lucky,
of that game.
Dude. You know you were lucky, too. You just threw jump balls.
I didn't do jump balls. The last one landed right in Saquon's hands.
You threw jump balls, and you were just like, hope this works. Close my eyes, just throw it up. I know. I was very drunk, so I actually don't know.
I had the right guy to be able to do it, though, too. Throwing it to Mike Gesicki in the end zone on a corner. I'm going to take that every time.
Whatever. Billy, did you have another question? Did you want to ask a question about the throne?
Oh, I actually, when I was a senior in high school, that's when you were really going off in 2016. And, watching you in the Ohio State.
There.
No, but like, we watched him upset Ohio State, and then the next week he just blew out Purdue, and then we were like, this guy's the real deal. 2 questions. First one, so being a football player in the Northeast, when you're getting recruited and stuff, you hear a lot of rumors about different colleges, recruiting visits, whatnot. So I heard a rumor from some Penn State kids who were doing visits at Penn State, and they said that Christian Hackenberg at the time had, at parties would have a huge throne, and he was just surrounded by sorority girls who were assigned to him. We heard this rumor and we thought it was like ridiculous, but I've heard it a couple times since. Is there any truth to this?
I never saw him on a throne, sitting on a throne. Now, when he walked in, did everyone walk into a fraternity party? Did everyone mob him? Yes.
Right.
But I never saw a legitimate throne with a shrine and he's sitting on top and everyone's just beneath him and all that. I never saw that. No.
All right, so that's 2 quarterbacks. It's Lamar and Christian he's never seen on a throne.
Yep.
Got it.
What was the second question?
Have you ever been to McSorley's bar in New York City?
I haven't. But we have a mirror.
If you're ever in New York City, we should go to that bar. It'd be really fun.
That's one I definitely got to take a trip there. I've been wanting to go there, check it out. It's that old town, old time kind of pub.
Yeah.
So definitely got to go there and have a few beers.
What's really nice about that place is if you order just 2 beers, they bring you out 8 mugs.
They bring you 6, right?
They bring you out 8 small mugs of beer, so you feel like you're the man once you drink 4 of them because it's half a beer basically. And then you order another round and they bring out another 16 of them. It's awesome.
I assume you know this, but Adam Schefter just tweeted that you were placed on the injured reserve.
That's the first I knew that.
Oh.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No.
Shit. Okay, now I feel like a dick.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I didn't know exactly how long it was going to be, so.
Well, there's only 3 weeks left, so I assume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well, this is a terrible moment in Pardon My Take history. I thought you were going to be like, yeah, it's I'm banged up, but injured reserve. Is that the season over? Shit.
No, I mean, I didn't think it was. From what I heard, I didn't think it was going to be season-ending injury. From what I heard from the doc, so
this is awkward.
Maybe it's a roster thing.
Jake, wait, hold on. Jake, our stat guy's got some more information. Hold on.
According to Mike Florio, you're out for at least 3 weeks, which means you're done for the regular season, but you can return for the postseason.
Oh, you're good. Playoffs, dude.
He'll come back with that visor and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Someone's got to do it.
Okay,
right.
so yeah, we bounced back.
Okay.
That was a
Yeah, we
bad
got-
moment right there. Yeah, I thought maybe someone had told you and I wasn't breaking news to you right there, but we just broke more news to you that you're back for the playoffs.
Yeah, so we'll make sure Lamar's got his visor on. I'll have mine on just in case, and then we could make sure that we win the Super Bowl, and then now someone's won it with a visor.
Yeah, slip him some Pepto before every game so that you won't be needed.
What was your pregame meal last night?
Ooh, good question.
Last night it was spaghetti and filet with broccoli.
Okay. How was the filet cooked?
Medium rare.
Ooh.
Was there chili on the spaghetti?
No, just marinara sauce.
Okay, you were in Ohio. Okay. All right, I had one last question. I do apologize for breaking that news to you. That sucked.
I saw.
Straight up sucked
It sucked.
by me. The final question is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage, America's crazy good mortgage company. Go to ccmlens.com/take to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing needs. Equal housing opportunity. This is just a lame question and kind of a stupid question, but like being Trace McSorley at Penn State, like that was probably pretty sweet, right?
Yeah. No, it was cool. Had a bunch of good times there. Can't complain about that.
Did you have a moment where you were walking around on campus, maybe after like junior year, where you're like, "This is awesome"?
I mean, so like when I first started playing, like in 2016, we had like a couple of guys on the team there was like a fraternity that got kicked off of campus. So like some of the guys on the team had like moved into there because it was like a lot cheaper rent for them.
Yep.
And so that house kind of became like the football fraternity house. So like after big wins, like after the Ohio State win, like that place was going nuts.
Right.
Like, ridiculous. And then like, so I think, yeah, walking into there and like everyone else is there, I think that was like one of the moments where it was like, yeah, this is pretty cool.
Okay.
I get used.
Yes.
How does that work out logistically? If you have a football house, who's in charge of like splitting up the utilities and being like, "Hey guys, can you pay?" Is there like a spreadsheet that someone puts together to send around?
It was like there was only like a few guys on the team that actually lived in there, and then it was a bunch of other guys that we were like guys were friends with on campus or knew from class. The guys that were on the team that decided that football wasn't for them, they wanted to live in there. So they all just split up like the utilities of it. So they just treated it like a normal house with 12, 15 dudes, however many were in there living there. And then they just split it all up evenly, I guess. I don't know the logistics how they split all that up.
The ultimate man cave.
Yes, that would.
Yeah, no, it was a good place.
Yes,
one of the best places I've ever been to.
I think it's kind of a lame question to ask, but it's also the thing that like every guy thinks about. Like, what would it be like to be the starting quarterback of a big time college football program? And like walking around campus and everyone being like, "Ooh, that's Trace McSorley."
Ooh, were you there when James Franklin put juice boxes in all the lockers to keep you guys juiced up?
Yeah, they were handing those out. They handed those to us as we were like leaving the hotel to go to the game.
Did that work?
Yeah, it might have been the Purdue game.
Yeah,
Did it work? So it did work. Yeah,
it worked. Yeah,
it worked. Yeah, brought our own juice.
You got any other questions, Billy? Before we let Trace go.
I think you took his last question was how sweet it was.
Yeah,
to
that
be a
definitely was a
quarterback.
Billy question. Mm-hmm. Billy's just nodding. Billy was a quarterback too, so he kind of knows what it was like to be Trace McSorley at Penn State.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have one last question. Have you ever practiced with RG3 and tried to throw a football at a tree with him?
Throw a football out of a tree?
At a tree. He's really good at hitting trees. Like, I'm talking from 40, 50 yards away. If you pick out a tree, he can hit it.
I mean, we throw at the goalpost. That's about as close as we ever got to the tree.
Who wins at that?
So like we do it like between all our quarterbacks, like after practice, like we'll just do a competition. So it rotates who wins. Our quarterback coach, Coach Urban, gets in on it too, and like he's like sneaky good at it sometimes too.
Shit, I think I could throw 100 times. I wouldn't hit it once. All right, well, Trace, good luck rest of the season. We'll see you in the playoffs. Sorry about the knee. Sorry we had to break that news to you. But we appreciate you're a warrior, dude. Like last night we were texting with each other. We're like, there's no way he's going to come on after he got hurt. But nope, just play through. That's football guy.
Phillip Rivers played in an AFC Championship game on a torn ACL. You came on part of my take after straining your knee. So you tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Trace. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right.
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Thanks, man. And if you ever
Appreciate
want to play Call of Duty with Billy, he wants to play with you.
Me and Billy can get in there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll
link up.
hook it up.
Up?
Yeah.
Is he pretty good?
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Is he good?
Are you good, Billy?
he's
bad.
not
I got a
saying-
0.75 KD now.
Point
Oh,
seven
Going
five.
off. No, Hank.
All
You
right,
don't understand.
well,
Hank, I
What is
fixed-
yours?
Hank,
What's yours?
I fixed
I don't know
my
off the top of my
OBS,
head, but
and I've been going
You
off.
probably have
Well,
other
yeah.
things going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I got other things.
All right, man. We'll see you. Thanks so much.
See you, man.
Have a good one.
Marty Suma, the University of Maryland sports social media guru, social media ninja. I don't know what they're called now. Social media guy,
Non-intern.
non-intern. He's a social media professional. Coming up next, and he's brought to you by Roman Swipes. We love Roman Swipes. You guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to Roman Swipes. You've tried different ways to last longer, but thinking about baseball doesn't always work. The folks over at Roman are an online men's health company, and they're changing the game with Roman Swipes. It's the secret to longer-lasting sex. Hank, what have you tried to last longer in bed?
I usually just try and think about baseball.
Yeah, it doesn't always work, especially if you really like baseball. If the Red
Dual
Sox,
stream tie scenarios.
if the Red Sox are really good, so in 2018, that would have been a bad way. This year would have been a good way to not bust that load super early. Roman Swipes is a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. They're effective, they're easy to use, and they're fast-acting, but they don't require prescription. Roman can ship swipes to you in discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. They're super easy to use. You just take the swipes out of the packet, you swipe it on, you let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it. Go to GetRoman.com/take. Get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose that monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/take. And now, here's Marty.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, we now welcome on Marty Suma. Is that how you pronounce your last name?
Suma.
Suma. Okay, so Marty was kind enough. He co-hosts a podcast, Exit 52, with someone most of the people here probably know, Barstool Banks, a Ravens podcast and Maryland podcast. On Monday, we were talking about team accounts that have to tweet out terrible final scores and just get berated and dragged on the internet. Marty hit us up. He ran the Maryland football account for a few years, and we thought it would be perfect to have you on. So thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thank you.
Let's just go right into it. So you actually sent us some of your greatest hits. I'll say it out loud. So final, Ohio State 62, Maryland 14. Final, Penn State 66, Maryland 3. Final, Ohio State 73, Maryland 14. Final, Michigan 59, Maryland 3. So when you're running the account and you see it, do you know it before the game? You know, like, all right, this is one of those games that this is going to absolutely suck.
Yeah, I mean, going into every game, you have that hope that maybe this is going to be that lightning in a bottle game. I mean, we had one against Ohio State where we went double overtime. And that was one that was really unexpected. But you usually know going into it, and then you'll really know within the first two possessions how. Yeah. And my laptop usually closes around the first quarter.
Yeah.
So on the final tweets, when you have to put those out, do you have to do those like because of a contract with a sponsor of the football team, or is it just like to update anyone who might not be watching the game? Hey, we lost by 60.
Yeah, I mean, us in the sports social media world like to say there's unwritten rules, and you'd like to think that shamefully or not, you got to put a final up. I mean, we go pretty much dead silent or white noise for 3 quarters. You got to put something up. So when you do have to post something like Sunday night or Monday morning, you're not completely ignoring what just happened for 4 hours on Saturday.
So when you go final, I've noticed that teams used to be like fought hard or the guys fought hard. Now it's just straight final. When was that transition made? And did you have that, like, did you used to, when you first started at the job, try to add a little bit of like, hey, buck up, guys, it's not so bad, and then you finally were like, this sucks, I'm just going to throw out final?
Yeah, I think you see across the board now that there's like a universal just final period and then the score. we've played with, sometimes, like you mentioned, if there's a sponsor attached to it. I mean, we've talked to sponsors before where, do you even want to be associated with a 66-3 final?
Yeah.
So we'll usually put in either contract or just let them know that this is typically for wins. It's a lot easier with basketball when you have more games, but football, you could be looking at 2 posts a year.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's something said where, I mean, you guys probably know more than anyone that the mentions can be brutal.
Yeah.
So where you're used to try and get cute and write, hey, we'll get back out there and fight next Saturday, you get blown up pretty hard. So just keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, it should be like, you should have a sponsor that is only attached in case of a blowout.
Yeah.
Like a sponsor that's down to ride with you.
It's actually more valuable for interactions.
Right, you get more replies. So like if it's dude wiped, like we got our shit
got wiped.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like this was a mess. This was a disaster. Bring the dude wipes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, an alcohol sponsor for Bentley's, I know SVP would back that one.
Yes.
Yeah, so how much of your job running the social media at Maryland was specifically designed to try to get a retweet from Scott Van Pelt?
Pretty much 90%.
I would believe that. Now, so the finals have kind of, people have caught on. We've talked about it a bunch. Now I think the cool ones are the really sad celebration of a play in the middle of a blowout. So, like, the Michigan game, 59-3, Maryland kicked a field goal to make it 45-3. Did you guys tweet out, like, field goal is good?
No, I looked back at Arizona's because I wanted to just see how they kind of, especially seeing the score on the bottom line, you just want to see how they're handling it, and you feel for those guys. And I did see that they posted the highlight of the touchdown.
When they were down,
was,
like,
I think
35.
42-7 or something like that.
Yes.
Especially if it's a rivalry like that, it's, God, you're almost trolling yourself at that point. I think as a field goal, I would say probably not. But if you did have like a touchdown where either was somewhat of a decent play or worth a highlight, maybe, but not a field goal.
So what about that card that came up at the end of the blow when it was 70-7? They put it up as the final, and then there was a picture of one of their players on it who was just attached to that final score forever. Have you ever had a conversation with anybody who's like, hey, maybe let's not include pictures of our players, like one individual, or it's like, don't include a picture of the coach on there because then that looks really bad?
I think if you go through Maryland's social, we had, as you guys know, a couple coaches in a short time span.
Mm-hmm.
So we typically don't get the best reactions no matter what to coaches. So we look to avoid coaches no matter what. But I'm looking back on these, trying to think my thought process. But you can see in the Ohio State, I know this is bad radio, but in the Ohio State final, it's kind of like a defensive play where you can't really see numbers or anyone's faces. God, I feel bad on the Penn State one. I really blew DJ Moore. I kind of blew him up there.
The Michigan one is your greatest one because there's no graphic and it just says final period, number 2 Michigan 59, comma, Maryland 3, period. That was it.
That might have been like in the elevator out of the press box, just kind of throwing that out on the cell phone.
Yeah. So I've definitely noticed the final period. Period is the piece of punctuation you have to use. Like if it's a blowout, you can't do a comma. You certainly can't do a semicolon because then that opens you up for more. Final period conveys like the right amount of sobriety. It conveys like we're not going to discuss this anymore.
Yeah. To all of you replying to this, we have no further comment.
Yeah.
So I guess my last question is like, did you ever get angry and want to reply to people? Because most of these tweets, you can see underneath it, people are just replying like, why would you tweet this? Why are you tweeting this? We suck. Why would you? Did you ever be like, oh man, I really want to just be like, yo, it's my fucking job. What do you want me to do? We suck right now.
Yeah, I mean, collegiate sports, you kind of envy the pro teams where, I mean, like the Hawks or those teams that are known for their kind of tongue-in-cheek social, where they've kind of put just like white noise or able to respond to people. But the tough part about working for a college team is because you represent a university, so kind of going back at people, that's what they want you to do. So
Right.
We have had fun with people, especially those where we can give a playful response, but there are times when you keep seeing that mentions number pop up and you just want to just send like a group reply all. But you gotta hold it together. I mean, our first really bad one was our first year in the Big Ten. I think we were 5-2 going into Camp Randall, and we just got.
I was at
whacked.
that game. Yes.
And I looked back on the social for that day, and I don't think we got past kickoff beat Wisconsin. I think we kind of just like shut her down right after that. And it's even worse there because you get those mentions throughout the entire game, like we suck. Why are we still playing? Let's pack it in. Let's go home. And then you post the final, and it's like dropping a tank of gas right in the bonfire because it's just like, let's do this again. Let's run it back. But yeah, it's tough not to say anything.
What about the UMBC guy that was tweeting during the upset of UVA? Was that an occasion where you were rooting for him and like, go man, go? Or were you secretly jealous that he was able to like spread his wings? I'm
jealous. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I mean, that's one of those where when you're not expected to win ever and you get that opportunity, that dude has rode that train for a couple years, so good for him. But yeah, definitely jealous of. He pretty much got to, if he put just like a poop emoji up or anything, yes, that guy would have gotten like 12,000 retweets. So it's one of those where, I mean, get creative, but you can't do any wrong in those situations.
Yeah, that's like being like everyone just laughing at your jokes, and you're the funniest guy for a minute for like one of those nights where you're just on fire. And everything is working.
He's probably, if you look at the long-term ramifications of that win over UVA, he probably benefited the most out of anybody in the entire world.
Yes.
To that one win.
Yes. All right, so
I mean, it's also crazy just because anytime UVA loses to anyone else, like that guy gets to like jump back in the spotlight.
I know. He's always relevant. All right, so last question. Give us one of the positive moments. Did you do basketball too?
Yeah, I did basketball. Basketball's pretty. I mean, for the most part, basketball's pretty. I mean, we beat Duke our last year in the ACC. That was one of those where we had our first flash mob that game. We couldn't do any wrong. We stormed the court. Like, I think I had content for like the next 2 weeks. It didn't really matter what we did from that point on. Like, SGP was there. We lit it up. Like that was one of the biggest highlights. And then I think from a football perspective, beating West Virginia 38-0 at I think M&T. Yeah, it was M&T. Anything that we did after that too was gold.
So it's not all bad, but we do feel for social media guys that have to post these terrible final scores.
I know. I just want everyone. I want to take a PSA real quick to just think about us when you're replying to
keep roasting. Whoa.
No,
hold on. No. Keep roasting.
But understand that it's a real person.
Right.
But then
keep roasting.
Acknowledge that and move on from it and roast the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Just think of us for 1 second while you're hitting send.
And also don't stop calling them interns. I'm pretty sure that like everybody that runs an account for any college is probably a professional,
job.
Right?
Yeah, like we have benefits and stuff.
Yeah, this is someone who's like, wow, what kind of benefits are we talking about?
Sick rag on the bench.
Are you guys hiring?
Yeah.
But my last question is there like a dream job? Is it like you look at University of Texas or USC as being like a college football dream job? What is like the gig to have working for a university in social media?
I mean, it's things you don't think about are like some of those top tier schools like the Michigans, the Alabamas, like they're pretty tight with tradition and donors' eyes and what kind of backers think about the program. So you actually might think that those are fun, but they're a little tied more than the like MAC schools that can kind of just like let it fly.
Yes.
I think the dream jobs are just anyone's where your administration, which I'm thankful that mine did for 8 years, had trust in me and kind of let me just go and kind of take credit where credit was due, but also trusted me to get some laughs, but also act accordingly for university.
You had to be terrified that you would tweet something from your personal account by accident, right?
Oh, I did.
Every day. You did?
Yeah, I tweeted that I was watching Mean Girls one day from the Maryland main account, and that was screenshotted. And I think there was a hashtag that started Terps Mean Girls that just kind of went on for like 2 weeks. I thought I was going to get fired because that was my first year in the position.
I love it. All right, well, man, thank you so much. Everyone listen to Exit 52 podcast. Congrats on the Ravens being back, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Marty was brought to you guys by our good friends over at Norton 360 for gamers. Whether you're playing in the snow or playing games online, don't unhappy your holidays by leaving your gamer accounts exposed. Cyber criminals can target gamer accounts and gain access to your profiles. Maybe you're studying really hard for your finals and sneaking in a couple games of Warzone in between, like Billy. And if you're like Billy, the last thing you want is for a gamer to take over your webcam and then show all your professors that you're not actually studying that hard for your finals. You don't want a hacker to take over your webcam. You don't want people to sell your in-game items and spend your virtual currency for real money. You got to protect all your devices, not just your gaming computer, from malware and Nerf cyber threats that could take over your username and steal your passwords with Norton 360 for gamers. Norton 360 for gamers is comprehensive. It's designed by gamers. It provides security to your PC and your devices. You get a VPN for your online privacy. Get dark web monitoring for your gamer tags. In case there's any chatter going on Onion or Tor, they're going to let you know. They're like, hey, your stuff is under a threat right now on the dark web. We're going to step in. We're going to protect you. They'll let you know. You're not going to get distracted during gameplay because you're going to be confident that Norton 360 has your back. No one can prevent all cybercrime, but Norton 360 for gamers can help keep you jolly in gaming this holiday season. Get Norton 360 for gamers at norton.com/gamers. Save 20% on your first year by using promo code PMT. It's promo code PMT. Go to norton.com/gamers, promo code PMT, and get 20% off.
Okay, let's wrap up Wednesday's show with a little FAQs.
Holiday FAQs, is that right?
Holiday FAQs for everyone who's going out for their office parties.
Happy Chanukah, as Smokey Robinson would say.
Yes, that was a great video.
All right, yeah, so some holidays, some just FAQ, general show stuff. This guy says, I've been a fan since the beginning. Didn't understand it then and don't understand it now. Why the, all caps, why the fuck did you guys have Martin Shkreli on the show? Go Bills.
That was awesome.
So sometimes during this show, we get a little caught up. We get wound up in whatever the flavor of the day is. And I think Martin Shkreli was like going viral.
That was also very early in the show.
Yeah, it was like
we were, if you remember, the guests, we were trying to like, all right, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Like we didn't have bookers. We booked everything ourselves. And I think, yeah, he was trolling Wu-Tang, right? He bought the Wu-Tang album.
That's when he bought the Wu-Tang album, and he was like making all these like weird videos from his
he's a bad
his
guy.
like apartment. Yeah, and so we just decided, we'll have him on the show. I didn't personally like him. I think that came out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he was
sassy.
a good guy.
I did get sassy with him, Hank. And then we started a band and squashed the beef.
Yeah.
So the band is, I think it's
Still
on
on
Steroids.
Is it on
Billy,
hiatus?
I mean, that was before Billy, but it was like all about steroids.
I follow him on Instagram, and he just has someone posting for him because he's in jail. I think still in jail. Is he out of jail?
Yeah, no, I think he just got more jail.
Okay, he got more jail.
'Cause he's-
Probably deserved it.
Yeah.
But someone just keeps posting pictures of his cats from his account, being like, it's just his account is active, and it's just all his cat pictures.
Twitter account suspended.
Twitter account suspended. I mean, that face, I think I wrote the blog when it first happened, like the most punchable face of all time. Yeah. When he came burst on the scene and had his smug ass face. And he was something else.
Paul Gunther definitely would have hit him in the face.
Yes.
In a showdown. Now,
Yes.
I think we should record one episode of Part of My Take and try to get him to buy it and not release it to anyone else.
Yes.
Get fucking
he definitely
loaded.
has $0 now. Negative money.
So this is from a young college student from Toronto. Actually, I guess there's a location on these
They have
text
colleges
messages.
in Toronto?
Unis.
Unis.
Got it.
Universities.
McGill?
How
That's
do
the
you
one I
make
know.
the most
That's
of
Montreal.
giving up? I think that's actually I don't know.
What?
I don't know what
Is
I
that
think.
an American?
It's an American college in Canada.
The American school?
Yeah. I just made that up.
Okay.
All right. How to make the most of guys How to make the most of giving up your freedom at college and coming home to live with your parents for the winter break, including getting your booze and Nick fix without being judged.
What's it? Is that nicotine?
Yeah. Well, it's quarantine, so I don't. Well, actually, Canada, I think, has figured it out.
You can
right?
buy booze in Canada when you're 18, right?
Yeah.
You can do anything in
You're
Canada.
set.
Even worse, though, college kids aren't really like it's probably much worse for a college kid because they're at houses and they're going to house parties and shit, and then it's like they have to go home.
They're going to kill Nana. A lot of college kids. College kids listening to this right now, you're probably going to kill Nana.
I don't even know.
Don't do it.
I'm nervous about going. Like, I'm going home for Christmas, and I feel like my mom, like, even if I want to go see my friends, I'm going to get shamed.
Yeah. You will.
Yeah.
Of course you will.
Especially if your parents are like older. I'm not going
you think
home.
that's not fair?
I'm just like, trying to. At first, I was like,
that
this
was
is
a
young
nice
kid.
reverse shame
But it's
you
like,
just
I'm
did.
going
We were
home,
like,
I'm
it's
like-
not fair that I'm being shamed
Yeah, no.
for putting my family at risk.
Hey, if I go home and I go hang out at a friend's house and then I go back, I might kill Marlins fans.
Guys, I think
Yeah.
you're missing the question.
What?
He's not going to see any of his friends. He's wondering how he should consume booze and nicotine while around his family.
Without
being
What's the
judged.
best way?
I would say
without like being like, oh, you're
again,
total
you're
disgrace.
18, and 2, like
That doesn't matter.
well, no, in
Being
Canada,
judged.
no, in Canada, yeah, but you can drink legally in Canada. So what are they going to do? Also, I feel like that break in college, like just embrace it. Who cares? Just sleep all day.
Work out.
Yeah.
You know how you don't get
do that.
judged? You stay up till 4 a.m. and you sleep till 4 p.m. You show up for dinner every night, and then the rest of your family goes to sleep, and you rip COD with the boys.
Yep.
And no one's going to judge you because they literally won't be awake.
And I think what you can do is, like, especially with your dad, dads love their sons going off to college for the first time because they come back that first break, and dad's like, there's my party kid right there. Your dad will probably drink with you on the first night, maybe be a little hungover going to night number 2, and then you just leave him in the dust. So you invite him to partake with you for at least the first night, then maybe he'll get too hungover to continue, and you're free. You've already established that you drink in his house now. So then you're free to imbibe as the week progresses.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Cat, PFT, Honk, and Billy Squires. What is everyone's favorite Christmas cookie?
I just like the sugar cookies with the straight up, like the thin sugar cookies with the sprinkles on it that you can eat like 1,000 of them and like just pop them.
I like those, but those are always in danger of being like a little too dry. It's a very fine line.
You need them within the, like 12 hours of cooking.
Yeah, I like an Oreo. I used to leave Oreos out for Santa all the time. Never got any complaints. Probably the best milk cookie as well.
And water.
And water. Yeah, you need water to chase the milk after the cookie.
Well, you got to wash your Oreos.
Yeah, you got to wash your Oreo. You got to hose the
Greatest water cookie out there.
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with a cookie around the holidays. That's what I always say.
This is definitely the give up time of just like I do love like this stretch where anywhere you look, there's just candy and cookies everywhere. Like yesterday, there was just in the kitchen at the office. There was like probably 200 cookies just sitting out.
And popcorn. There's always popcorn around.
Garrett's popcorn. When dude, we need that big tub. Someone sent us a big tub.
Yeah.
I like
Wait, which one are
gingerbread cookies.
I like to mix them all.
You mix them. You take the thing out. You let them mingle.
No, I don't do that. But I like to go. I actually don't really love the butter as much. It's usually the cheese and the caramel, and then just a little bit of butter.
See, I go cheese and I go butter. Stay away from the caramel.
Oh, you gotta go get a little sweet. I think I've said this before, but my life, like, the most important job I have in my life is trying to balance that sweet and savory. Trying to figure out when you can get off one or the other.
Why are you hiding the new Larry from us? Is he winning too many bets and you don't want to give the people the insights? Are you ashamed of the conditions you are keeping him under? I have asked this question frequently to myself in the past 8 seconds as I typed it. So technically it is an FAQ.
Is this written by a goldfish?
Also Merry Christmas, bam, holiday themed. Now you have to answer it, pwned.
Oh God, that was
Damn,
the fish
you
is
got
fat.
us.
The fish is too fat.
So fat.
So we can't. It doesn't turn.
Disgustingly fat. We don't body shame.
It's unable to turn, so it can't. It's like DK Metcalf.
It's
so
the
it can't
first
make
fish to last 2 years, so it's grown. It's probably 5 or 6 or 7
it's
times
like a whale.
bigger than any of the other fish.
It's
and
disgusting.
The first week we were
It
gonna.
actually is. Like I see it every now and then. I'm like, yo, Larry,
It's gross.
You're kind of gross.
we
dude.
were gonna have a track play Barstool picks, the 8 play Barstool picks, but we went to do the net, and he's wider than the net. So to like put him in the net and then have him make the picks, it felt like it was like
we
animal
would kill him every
abuse.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we do with him?
So he's thriving.
I think we
To
all
answer your
let him-
question,
yeah,
he's
we let him
thriving.
live. We let him live.
We'll,
and
we'll
you know
tweet
what?
a picture of it. Spider takes care of him, does a great
People-
job.
And people can't get mad because all we heard for the first 6, 7 Larrys, however many was, this is cruelty. Your Larrys keep dying so quickly. Well, guess what, fuckers? This Larry has outlived everyone.
The thing is, if we started to use him for content, I guarantee he would die within like the first 2 weeks.
Because he actually, like, when you go to use the net on him, it's like punching him. It's not a little tiny cute goldfish. It's a fucking full-ass man. Mm-hmm. Billy, no,
could
Billy wants to
I'm
fuck
just
it.
saying, I'm just saying the fish is so big that you could pass it off as like a big fish that you caught.
It's a keeper.
Like
Yeah,
if you put it
yeah,
close
right.
to the
It's a
camera.
keeper.
Yeah.
Like
you
I
pull
could
Larry
think
out of the
yeah.
water, you
Yeah.
can legally keep it, and you don't have to put it back.
Billy,
Yeah.
that should be your new avatar. Like you should be a fish avatar guy, where you're holding the goldfish.
I should take Larry and put him close to the
yeah,
camera
hold him
and
super
make him
close to
look
the camera.
huge.
Yeah.
But we would have to hook him, so let's not do that.
Okay.
Ask Billy who taught the first teacher.
Whoa. Oh, I have a whoa.
Life.
Moses.
What?
The tablets.
He learned through
Life taught the first teacher?
Yeah, he learned through what's the word? Environmental learning.
I think, yeah. So in other words, just a lot of people died
Yeah.
figuring stuff out.
I have a whoa. I saw this
Trial
on
and
Twitter
error.
today. Do you know that Zion is actually the longest tenured Pelican?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He technically, when he was drafted, all the other guys have been there less time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He's the he's the leader of that team now. It's
Isn't
true
that
it is.
insane?
I also saw that he got skinny, which I don't like.
Did he?
Yeah, he got
He'll
skinny.
put it back
Yeah,
on.
I hope
He
so.
always
It's the
will.
holidays.
He can't keep that off. As a guy who fluctuates, you're not fooling anyone, Zion.
For my family's Yankee swap, or some call it white elephant, I call it Yankee swap.
You can't say white elephant.
Okay. I'm stumped this year. There's a $30 limit. What are some out of the ordinary ideas I can use this year? Scratchies.
Cash.
Always scratch offs. Cash in a different country's currency.
Fidget spinner.
You could get. Oh, that's a
Fidget
good one.
spinners are back.
I would be so pissed off if
Part of
somebody
my
got me
flex.
$30
Part of my flex.
worth of currency from a different country.
I
that
know,
have to
it'd be
go
an
to a bank.
asshole
to take.
move.
Part of my flakes is actually a good
Jimmy
call.
John's, our favorite place.
Having a family member, like an old uncle, end up with a part of my flakes box would be a funny gag.
That would be a very funny.
This NFC Beast T-shirt on
There we
sale
go.
now. I think out the door that's just under $30.
One sleeve of this Buddha Ben sweatshirt I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you guys choose the smallest Ralph's parking lot for a group meetup in Santa Monica? Love you guys.
Great question. I don't know.
Yeah, because
We got kicked out.
I think we almost got arrested.
I think that was what is body armor.
It was body armor. It was our sales team set it up. I don't know why they chose
I
Ralph's.
love
I think
Ralph's.
because Ralph's sold body armor, but they didn't tell Ralph's and they didn't tell anyone else.
And we had
so
like
when
600 people show up.
when we were performing a wedding in the van and it was like brother and sister or something,
Yeah, they
that got
duped
weird.
us.
The cops came and were like, well, "You guys can't do this. This is illegal."
it was super close to the 405, so we needed like a getaway spot.
I just love the name Ralph's. I would shop at Ralph's all the time. Just head down to Ralph's. Need anything? That's a cool thing to say. Yo, I'm popping over to Ralph's. Do you need me to pick up anything?
I was disappointed that Ralph's didn't have those stations set up where you could sample stuff.
Yeah.
Ralph's seems like a sample grocery
Do
store.
we even go into Ralph's?
Yeah, we went in. I think.
No, we
Not
didn't.
me.
That was a different one.
You're thinking of
Publix.
when we were in
I was thinking
Atlanta.
about Publix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we didn't even
Pub
go into
sub.
Ralph's.
No, yeah, Ralph's. So maybe Ralph's does.
Just
Although I don't think
Smash
so.
and trash.
What were you gonna say, Billy?
No, I was just going to ask which was the illegal part, like the marriage? They were
No,
trying to
we
prevent
were.
marriage?
We were. I mean, in Ralph's defense, it made sense why they were pissed because we just completely consumed their entire parking lot. So we caused a traffic jam in their parking lot.
But at what point does it become illegal to just show up in a parking lot?
Flash mobs illegal.
Yeah.
They legalized that when everyone started dancing to Harvey Danger.
Was it? I
Like 10
believe
years
that
ago,
it
was it?
was. We were doing the wedding, and the whole time I was like, "This is the weirdest thing we've ever done by far."
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, they were like, "We're actually
Brother and sister,
Yeah.
and the girl was like, he forced me to do this, and we're like, this is creepy.
It's normal.
The guy couldn't get a stand-in besides his sister?
Yeah.
I think that's when we figured out, because like you can
Billy,
now kiss
don't
the bride,
judge. You
and
fuck
then he
frogs,
was like,
dude.
"Yeah, that was a wild time."
I felt bad for the girl.
Yes.
All right, so these are two questions very similar to each other. Dear Big Cat, PFT, Hank, Liam, and Jake, I hope you all have a great holiday season. What's the best gift to get someone that you want to break up with after the holiday season?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah. An Xbox.
Yeah, I was going to say like something that will keep him entertained.
No, so you could get back. Like, you're not going to want that PS5, are you?
No.
You didn't really like COD.
Because if you break up with him after giving him an Xbox.
Wait,
I think
Guys on Chicks.
It's not Guys on Chicks.
Oh. What? What's the question?
This is FAQs.
But you're getting somebody.
Yeah, but it could be a guy getting a girl a gift.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
that's what
I
I'm
was
saying. A
I was
guy
thinking
gets
the
a girl
opposite.
an Xbox and being like, you love COD. And then like 2 weeks later be like, nah, you don't. You really don't. Let me have it back.
If you're a girl, then I think that's even more of a brilliant move if you're going to break up with a guy. Because then he's not going to be talking to you anyways at that point. He'll just be obsessed with his new video game system.
So Xbox for
So
both.
Xbox, yeah.
All right, and this one's a little similar. Best present to get for my girlfriend who earlier this year cheated on me. She doesn't know I know yet, but what should I get for a little revenge?
Oh, you should get. If he knows the guy, you gotta get something related to the guy, and watch her get like super flush and be like, I know. That's a funny prank.
Yeah, or like find out if they went on a date somewhere and get her like a gift card for that place. But yeah,
Yeah.
you love that place, right?
Yeah, something really passive aggressive like that, or just blow up the lyrics to that Taylor Swift song. I think you did it, but I just can't prove it. Be like, I know you love Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh
Put
shit.
that in a frame.
This is good. I want you to. These are the ones I wish we could like videotape. I just want to make cheaters with Joey Greco cool again. Joey Greco got fucking stabbed, dude. That guy was committed to the game.
Just like write a really long poem about how you love her so much, and you know that you two are meant for each other, and you'll never do anything to hurt each other ever.
Yes. Be like, the reason why I love you so much is you'll never, ever, 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 ever cheat on me.
And just stare at her.
Who runs the meme account on Twitter? The account's too good, so it's definitely not Billy. I'll hang up and listen.
We don't know.
We don't know. He's awesome.
I
Yeah,
do.
he's
It's a
great.
kid named Connor.
Shout
out Connor.
Sent
He's
him-
fucking
sent
sick.
him some
Great job,
merch.
Connor.
He does a great
sick.
job.
Yes. Very, very good. We should hire him as our intern.
And then have him fight Jake Paul.
Oh, I bet you Connor could meme his way into that.
That'd be electric. Last one. This is not a FAQ, but a whoa.
He's so mad. Billy, you should talk to Connor and use... Connor can help you meme your way into the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, Connor's definitely listening right now. Connor, help
Billy.
Billy needs a little kickstart here in the
Billy
meme
wants
department.
it to become a meme.
Legit been busy.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
It's fine. It's
but
fine.
Connor literally has nothing going on, clearly. I didn't mean that in a bad way. He's really good at what he does. And what is his job? Does he have a job? He's really good at what he does.
He just kills it with memes.
There's many times where I'm like, shit, Connor's funnier than me. Fuck.
Not a FAQ, but a whoa. The Fire Festival segment is the new Jimbo's. I'll hang up and listen.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. You got us.
Yeah.
Shit.
But Firefest sounds a lot cooler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
It's been like 3 years and we're still...
Well, that's a Firefest.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like that in itself. It's a self-fulfilling Firefest that we're still talking about Firefest.
I think they
like
should
we were
do the Firefest. I would go. If somebody announced like this summer the Firefest is actually happening to celebrate the end of quarantine, I would fucking go.
The initial release, January 18th, 2019. So we're approaching 2 years.
It needs to be this summer. It needs to be like an official worldwide end of COVID party, Firefest 2.0. This time it's actually happening. We promise.
I also
P.S. Sorry about the last time.
Yeah, I'm going to push back on that one. I think that if you just keep saying Firefest, we'll be at the beginning of when it's cool again. You know what I mean? We're waiting it out. We're squatting on Firefest. Eventually, people will start saying Firefest again, and they'll be like, "Oh, way to rip off part of my take."
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
like
way to
Mount
rip us
Rushmore.
off. Yes, exactly. Or is that it, Hank?
That looks like it's it.
Okay, numbers.
8.
Numbers.
We're riding with 8, baby.
I kind of want to go 100 now that I know it's in there.
Yeah, I
You're
think
going to go double hundreds?
I'm gonna go 100.
Back to back?
99.
You're a fucking loser.
199,
Wait,
all right.
is there a zero in there?
No, I do not think there's a 0.
I think it's 1 to 100 minus 69.
Minus 60.
Oh.
Billy,
has one.
why'd you do that? Can you please bring back 69?
No.
What's your number, Billy?
Mine's 3.
8. You're cursed.
wanna get
Billy,
it.
you're cursed
I
by
don't wanna
having that
get it.
at your home.
I don't want to get it. I'm trying to avoid.
I don't even
3.
want to win this one because people will be like, "That's rigged."
8. What do we got?
62.
That sounds like I feel like 62 is like every other day.
That's an awful
62.
number.
What a nothing number.
Awful number.
62, a repeat. November 8th was the last time.
Yeah,
I
nothing
fucking knew
happened
it.
on November 8th.
Grizzly bears possess a biting force of over 1,200 psi, which is enough to crush a bowling ball or an iron skillet.
Love you guys.